Hello, hello. Sorry, I got a little bit of a late start. Let's see here. Let's get to it. Let's quit messing around. I was trying to deal with some current order. Hope everybody's doing good. Some very exciting news. I'm currently working with a company and to purchase a new cellophaning machine, which I'm super stoked about. It's been a long process. I've never bought a big machine before, and it's been an interesting new process to learn about and just kind of go through. Anyways, all right, let's do this. So what I need to do now to finish off Peter Pan, I need to uh-oh. I thought I was finished messing with these. So, what we need to do to... I'm sorry, I'm being very distracted. I'm texting with somebody right now. So what we need to do... What we need to do now to finish Peter Pan is I need to take one of the... I need to take the standard book box. So let's open that up. The standard tuck case, not the book box, but the tuck case. I just call it a book box because it looks like a book and I'm confused and my brain's all foggy. So I need to open up Peter Pan and then find the standard tuck case. There's limited. Here it is, standard. All right, and what we need to do is we need to kind of put this. She wants me to. This nice little lady that's helping me with my order. She's asking me all these questions. I'm sorry. Please hold. I apologize. So what we need to do is take this tuck case and make sure that it's modified for a top load tuck case from the United States Playing Card Company. Because it... Alright. I'm just trying to get my head around how we're going to do that. Alright, there it is. Why won't it let us do this? Oh, it's just locked. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up as best I can. It's most likely going to be a little bit different size, which I'm just crossing my fingers. I'm just crossing my fingers that it doesn't cause too much problems, in the sense that I've got to redraw a bunch of stuff. Hopefully I'll just have to scale it a little bit. What I'm thinking about doing, I don't know if I'm going to do this or not. This just sounds like a huge headache. What I'm thinking about doing is printing the limited and gilded versions at Expert Playing Card Company with a foiled back. And then the standard edition at the United States Playing Card Company with a non-foiled back and a different back design. That seems... But one of the reasons why I'm printing with the United States Playing Card Company is I'm trying to simplify production and shrink the lead times. If I do that, I'm just making it even worse. Or I'm making it even more complicated. So I'm just trying to line these die lines up so I can get the tuck cases the same. But it's very slow because I have this huge file with the group. Come on. Just scale for me, don't crash. Suji, I do not remember how many I made. I'm so sorry. I don't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. I apologize. Almost there. Okay. Is this side ready? Let's see, not yet. It's pretty close. Didn't shrink it that bad. Let me bring down the opacity just so I can see what's going on. Alright, so I need to come down this way now. And it'll probably solve. This will probably solve the stretching issue. Extremely annoying. Come on, almost there, almost there. Okay, should be the last time I have to do this. Just a little bit more. It's just so sensitive. Okay, there it is. So let me check the outside lines. All right, looks like it's good to go. Let's see. Okay, okay. Checking, checking. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to scale anything. First of all, I do not need the bottom legal information. Okay, this looks all good. I'm gonna duplicate this group, turn it off. I need to flip this around. Including the logo. I actually haven't made very many APs lately. Suji, it'll just have to depend on which APs you're talking about because I haven't made any APs lately. All right, this looks okay. It still seems a little off. Okay. Alright, before I merge this layer, I'm sorry, this is so annoying. It's annoying to me, I'm sorry. Before I merge this folder, I just need to make sure everything is good, because once I merge the folder, I can't really go back. So what I need to do is take the die line out of the folder. Now what I need to change is this little, see this little white layer that was like a highlight layer of the edge of the book? I need to take that. Let's see here, group 9. Layer 8. So it's layer 8. So what I need to do is I need to take that and change it. So we're just going to erase that here. And then we're going to draw it again. Right down the edge. That's good though, because that means I can center up the Peter Pan logo in the middle of that box, or in the middle of the book. It looks like I want to bring this little strip down as well, because it's really close, right to the edge of this thumb hole. I'm not a big fan of that. Now let's see if this is going to be easy or hard. Okay, this needs to come down. Okay, this needs to come down. And then I've got this little highlight right here that needs to come down. Alright, looks good. It's making my brain hurt. Alright, we need to center this up. Okay, I think we're really close. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to extend this top part of the tongue, which might not be easy. Hopefully I can just make a selection just like this and make it visible. No, that's not going to be as easy as I thought. All right, how can I do this? That's the top layer. Well, if that's all I have to do, that's way easy. Alright, I need to save this before it crashes on me. Save as Dropbox. Can't spell. My brain is not working this morning, peeps. I'm sorry. Peter Pan. Peter Pan. USPCC. Standard. Tuck box. Outside. Okay. I think we're there. Now I got a feeling they're gonna make me change the add copy on the bottom. That's okay. So I'm just gonna do it once over here to make sure everything is okay. This looks good. I need to extend this blue strip. Okay, so let's see if that's going to be easy. Perfect. I need to extend this kind of shadow layer here. I need to extend this leather. Oh, it's not long enough. Okay. I need to add a little bit to this highlight layer. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Alright, this needs to be fixed here. I'm sorry if this is confusing, because it's confusing to me too. There we go. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. The reason why this is so confusing to me is changing the tuck box dial line at the very end after you've finished everything is super complicated, because you have to work with all the layers and not miss anything. Like if I were to leave this area here not fixed, would be very unfortunate. Okay. I think that's everything. I'm just making sure. Duplicate that, and then I'm going to merge it. do not like this channel that they've got. Okay, let's take this, merge it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this section up here and stretch it out just a hair. Right there. Actually, I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of all this that's above this die line here. I need to add a little bit to this highlight layer here that I can see. This one here. Just like that. Is that brown smudge on the turquoise streak. It extends from the red. Let me see here. This right here. Yeah, this is like a little. It's like a. It's like a dirt. It's a dirt smudge, but I can. Now that you point it out, I kind of want to tone it down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Need to extend this a little bit, or they'll get mad at me. And I'm not going out past the bleed. Okay. This looks good, looks good. Okay, let's try this again. Let's merge. We're going to take the top section. Pull that out just slightly. About right there. And then we're going to take this side section here. We're going to push it in just a little bit. take the bottom and push it up a little bit. All right. Let me check everything. That looks good. That looks good. I just realized that the side with the thumb hole is the back of the tuck case. So what we need to do is we need to take the title Peter Pan and move it to the other side of the deck so it's on the front. What does that mean, though? Does that mean I have to flip the entire book? That just hurts my brain. What does that mean? Because currently, with this format, the book is backwards. Oh, my brain hurts. That hurts my brain. And that's just because the way but if I put Peter Pan on the other side, then the spine of the book will be on the wrong side, and it'll look like a backwards book. Interesting problem. And also, if the book is oriented like this, then the bottom ad copy is, I need to flip around to be the other way. I'm sorry if this is extremely boring. I'm just trying to work through a bunch of technical things here in my head. It doesn't have to flip. The whole thing doesn't have to flip. The whole thing has to do this. What has to happen is the whole thing has to come from here to over here. The spine has to be on this part of the deck. And then I have to continue the drawing over this way. Okay. Let me think about how I'm going to do this. All right, let me try it. Let me try something. This is a huge pain in the rear end. But that's what you get, Jackson. That's what you get when you change it. Change horses in the middle of the stream, as they say. Mm-mm. You would think that, Nate, but it's not, because I have so many layers that it just would not have been easier. And I've done that many times before. All right, what I need to do is extend. What I might could do. Oh, this is frustrating. And it's kind of one of those things that I don't want to have to start completely over, which I don't think that I have to, but now I could just, I'm trying to think. Let me see if this might fix it. I don't know if this will work or not. Let me see. My question is, what if I just have, what if I just flip the die line? What will that do? Make sure I get it lined up correctly here. Okay, so if I flip the die line, if I flip the die line, that's correct. So see how the spine is on the left side of the book box. This is the front, and this is the front of the book, and it's got the tongue flap. Here's the thumb hole. Question is, can United States Playing Card Company do that? If that's the case, then that'll be an easy fix. Just need to clean up this top part. Looking good, looking good, looking good. All right, now what I need to do is take this section over here. Selection, feather, flip this. Alright, so that's fixed. And if I use this as the front of the tuck case, I'll be able to flip the add copy back over. No, that's incorrect. I'll have to move it over here to this side. And that's better anyways, because I would rather much the spine of my design of the artwork to be on this side, because I'm not having to like cut it on a flap, which is way better all around. Let's just hope they can flip it. And I'm going to leave all this all this copy on the thing flip, so they know that I want to flip it. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, I'm going to save this. I'm definitely going to come back to this, not on the live, just to make sure that everything is copacetic. But, but I'm glad that you guys saw that, because I think it's good. I think it's good for you guys to see me struggle and get frustrated sometimes. I don't want you to think it's all so easy and fun and games. Okay. Is Adam here? Because I know if I start on the meat deck and Adam isn't here, he's gonna be upset. So let's talk inspiration for the meat deck. So the meat deck is supposed to be fun. So let's see. Butcher meat poster. So at least in the States, there are these posters that you see up in like butcher shops. And they're kind of like this, where, first of all, this is a sweet poster right here. I want to buy that. That's awesome. That's cool. Anyways, that's good to know, though. I need to save that. Let's see. Let's save this. We're going to create us a new board called Meat Deck, aka The Cut. So, in the States, they have these kind of vintage style posters. They aren't really posters, but they are posters. And they would have them up on the walls in butcher shops, kind of like this, where you've got a cow. You have a cow, and then they have it like kind of cut up into the different meat, like the different cuts of meat. And then also in terms of artistic style, in terms of our artistic style, this right here is kind of the artistic style that I want to do. Like this really rudimentary 1950s, kind of 1950s style illustration. I think this stuff is fun, where everything's real angular. And I found this image somebody had done. I think it was I want to say it was for a paper company. Yeah, this one right here. For some reason, I saw this and really liked it. Oh, and I actually saw this butcher one right here. This guy right here. It's an actual butcher. And I saw like this background with these really colorful letters. And it kind of has a 1950s kind of style approach to the artwork. And I was really digging it. It's different. It's different than stuff that I've done before. And then also, like these 1950s ones here are really cool. Just like this real simple line work, but very to the point. And then another idea I had was let's go butcher poster, was just to kind of go this route where everything looks like it's like, because the two butcher posters that I see are either like on chalkboards, like this, where it's a chalkboard, whether it's on a chalkboard or it's on like butcher paper. I want to say that I did something. Let me see here. I think I did a test, just a fun little drawing called, let me see if I did. Yeah, the cut teaser. So this is something that I did. This is something that I did last year when I had the idea. And this is in that very kind of 1950s style, kind of Rocky and Bullwinkle. All right. You know what? It's Friday. Let's just try something out. Meat deck is going to be October's subscription deck. So let's open up our template file. Yes, Home of the Future. Totally those, and that's totally 50s, 60s style. All right. Let's go to iStock and get us like a butcher paper background. Yes, Peabody and Sherman, great. Totally just like that. Rocky and Bullwinkle, the Jetsons. Okay. Butcher paper. Texture. So what I'm looking for is kind of this craft brown. That one's nice. I don't have any. Let's just do craft. I like this one. It has some nice fibers in it. Excuse me. Let's just start with this one. I don't have to commit to anything. The cut. Let's just play around with the back design. I have an idea in my head of what the back design looks like, but I mean, it's just literally a big steak. Like a butcher block, like a cool wood block print of a steak. And I was going to do the different editions, standard, limited, and gilded, be all different cuts of steak, so I'd have a different back design. What am I opening up here? Okay. Man, my brain, I'm sorry, folks, my brain is slow today. Let's scale this down. Okay. So I think the most recognizable cut of meat is a T-bone steak, and you also think about like just the visual of a T-bone steak and that kind of cartoon style where it's like it's kind of like this, and there's a little circle right there, something like that. Let me see here. Now I'm really hungry. That's not fun. Or do I want to do something where it's like I take like the grill marks. Jeez, I'm super hungry now. This is no good. This is going to be no good. This is an interesting project because it's so different. I mean, let's just look at this. Here's some ideas that I've got. I'll just run through some ideas. First idea is to have a simple kind of woodcut border. Kind of goes like this. In like a red or a deep maroon or something. And then just simply have a T-bone steak here. And then I just flip it. Oh yeah, Adam's here. So that's one idea. It's super simple. Now I need you to use your imagination and look past it being just like a black line of. It's just more of the structure. So that's one idea. The other idea that I had was literally making the whole thing. Like imagine, like if I found a steak, let's see, cooked steak. Like what I was gonna do is I was gonna cook a steak. I was literally gonna cook a steak. We'll just use this for an example. I was gonna cook a steak and then take a photograph of like the grill marks and literally make the back design just be a piece of grilled meat like this, just like this. Oh, why is that so funny to me? I think that's great. And then the other idea was like to do this same thing, but to do it in a way that's kind of like stylized. Oh, I'll totally write off so many steaks. No, just kidding. And I can also do something where I can take this idea of the grill marks like this, and I do it to where, I don't know, where I take those grill mark ideas and then I play into it my fun line work. So like imagine like a red background, and then you have the grill marks that are actually like line work. Just sketch it here. Ooh, the glossy layers. So imagine this, and then I do like fun, like scroll work within the lines. So imagine all these squiggly lines, like fun, quirky scroll work. And then I've got one that kind of goes this way. So I take the idea of the grill marks and make it like an artistic, stylized version, artistic version of a steak and grill marks, but it's line work and line drawings. That's one idea. Now, the other idea is to have the piece of meat. So like, let's say let's just do this. Raw steak. Raw steak. The other idea was to take like something like this, where the standard edition is like a uncooked steak, like the standard edition is a raw uncooked steak like this, okay? And then the limited edition is cooked, like medium. And then the gilded edition is like the well done. The only thing I don't like about this is, well, but I'm doing that for the tuck case. Lots of decisions, lots of choices. And this doesn't look like a steak. This looks like a pork chop to me. The only thing about using the raw uncooked steak for the standard, and then the grilled one for the limited, and then the well done one for the gilded. Like, I feel like the gilded needs to be the best one. So like, I almost feel like that the gilded one needs to be like the perfect looking steak for some reason, if I do different back designs on each. Think. That's all right. We'll come back to it. How about we do this? Let's sketch us a cork card and just play around with it. So let's go to my Pinterest page here. I've got a board called The Cut somewhere. Here it is. I really like this guy's face. See if I can find it. This guy right here. Very 1950s. Let's get him. I even like that color scheme too. Okay. And I also like, let's see here. I also like this guy. Where is he? There's a butcher guy. I like this guy as well. And I love this back design right here. Well, this background thing with the letters, I think that's very, very interesting and beautiful too at the same time. Oh, Paul, I love that butcher paper. Fat Boys was a barbecue joint. For you guys that don't know, Paul Timmons over there, him and I grew up together, basically in the same neighborhood, just a couple of streets down. And there's a barbecue place in Canyon, Texas that we grew up called Fat Boys. And it's amazing. Well, at least in my head, it was amazing. I haven't been back in 2 decades, but... Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Peter's got an idea here. Standard could be slightly open butcher paper with steak peeking out. That's interesting. That makes me think about... what if the standard edition, okay, what if the standard edition was, okay, just hear me out, people. What if the standard edition let me just think this through, and I'm going to just draw it so I can explain it. Okay. So what if the standard edition was just the deck of cards and it looked like just raw uncooked meat? That's the standard edition. Okay? Raw uncooked meat. And then what if the limited edition See, when I have these ideas, I also have to think about the actual production, of this. What if I could do 2 things. I could do the limited edition being like a piece of meat that you get from a butcher, and it's wrapped in that kind of like brown butcher paper, and it's got a little sticker on it or something that closes the butcher paper. Okay. That could be the limited edition. And then the gilded edition could be the raw uncut meat on the styrofoam tray with the saran wrap and a little label on it like that. So what I'm thinking about is butcher meat wrapped. Let me see if I get a picture of it. So like this right here. See how it's like the meat wrapped in brown paper. And you got meat wrapped in brown paper with a little drawstring. So imagine riffing off of Peter's idea, where the standard edition is just a big, the whole tuck case looks like raw steak. The limited edition has like some butcher paper around it. And then for the gilded edition, we go all out, and for the gilded edition, we go all out and put it on the styrofoam thing that you might have seen on my Instagram. Yep, the tuck seal could be actual masking tape. And that would save a whole lot of cost, too. If we could just handwrite the number. Now, what would be really cool is if, like, for the limited edition, I don't know if we could do this or not. I'm trying to think about how we could do it. But it would be really cool is if we actually wrapped the raw standard tuck case in real butcher paper and cellophaned it. I'm just trying to think about how that would work logistically and production wise. The only problem with that is the only conundrum I have with that is when a butcher would usually do the, wrap it in butcher paper and put a piece of tape on it and give it to you. No, Nate, you are incorrect. I actually mean actual masking tape. I'm not kidding around. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right. I totally mean masking tape on actual butcher paper. Why not? That's awesome. Why not actually use the real thing instead of me just putting on the texture? The problem with doing the butcher paper is that the butcher paper never is usually with the styrofoam grocery store thing. And there's something about that prototype thing that I made that is on that styrofoam that's just so funny. And let's see here. Let me think. Let's go meat wrapped in butcher paper. Let's just see what images we get. So you got stuff like this, which I think is cool, where you've got brown butcher paper, where you have brown butcher paper, and like twine, you see twine sometimes. Now I could do the limited edition as the styrofoam. Here, I'm not going to try to find it on my Instagram account because it's way like 4 years ago. But I'll show you on my phone and see if it's any good. I could make the limited edition, the styrofoam, and I could make the gilded one, the one that's actually wrapped in butcher paper, and we get a seal for like a rubber stamp made so it looks kind of like this stuff right here, or like this, and we could put a fun little sticker and maybe even wrap it in twine. That sounds like a horrible idea. I mean, it sounds like a great idea, but a horrible production nightmare. Let me see. Adam says he put it on Facebook. Let me see here. Let me see here. I'm sorry I'm so scatterbrained, people. Library. Screenshots. Here it is. Okay. So this was the prototype that I did like 3 or 4 years ago. So it's basically the deck looks like a raw piece of meat on a piece of styrofoam, a styrofoam tray, and then it's shrink wrapped, and it's got that bad looking label that they have, that thermal printed label that they have in the grocery stores. It's the limited edition. That was the idea. Okay, there's Adam sent it to me. Thank you, Adam, for your kindness. So here's the prototype that I did. So I could do the standard edition, could just be the deck that's inside. The limited edition could be this, what you see here. And then the gilded edition could be something like this, where the deck that we wrap the deck in butcher paper and put a twine around it and have a fun little, like, I think I can get custom butcher paper printed. My team's gonna be very angry at me. The only thing is, I wanted to have this like round, non-perfect, crumpled edges because that's just what you feel. You know, you're a member of this kind of stuff. And if I use the deck and wrap it around that, the corners are going to be very, very straight. And all right, what could we do? We could do this where the limited is the styrofoam like this. We could do the limited edition. The standard edition is just the tuck case that looks like meat. And then the limited edition is like this, what you see here. And then what we could do is the gilded version the gilded version could be the same thing as the limited, but with like an extra sticker that says like Prime or like Wagyu or something, like grade A Prime USDA or something like that, or Wagyu steak, and it'd be more, you know, like a higher grade steak, and we put like a gold sticker on it or something. I wonder what fun gilded colors we've got. And there's like a pink. There's a pink gilded color. We've got this fractal red. So we've got, let's see here. There's this pink color right here. So I can hit the light. There's these pink colors that we could use. There's also this fun fractal red. That would be fun. There's this like sparkle, almost just like glittery red that I haven't used. And there's also that kind of like digital red. And then there's this. This is like a fractal, kind of a, is it purple? It's kind of like a holographic purple with red on top. It's actually pretty interesting. And then there's just straight up red too, right there. So which one did I use for Peter Dash Flash? I think I used this fractal. I used this fractal red for Peter Dash Flash. So many choices. And you want to do it, you want to make the right decision, because you want to make the decks feel like they're getting nicer as you go up in tier. But yeah. All right, so let's take this just so we can have a visual. I'm a visual person, and so let's get some visual representation of what we're talking about. Okay, so, excuse me. So this would be the standard, just the deck as a piece of meat. Then this one would be the LTD, just like this, on styrofoam, saran wrapped with a limited edition seal on it. And then the gilded would be something like this, where we make a gold seal, or a gold seal that we put, or like a blue ribbon or something. Let's see here. I think the gold seal is the right way. you have a gold seal on it like that, and on the seal it says like, Prime. And what do they what do they put on the grocery store? Like USDA Prime, USDA Prime sticker. Yeah, something like this. We could just do this like it's a silver. We could do, what is this? Prime, choice, and select. Interesting. I like that. It could be like select could be the standard. Choice could be the limited edition. And then Prime. And I wouldn't be able to use USDA. You know what? I probably could. Screw it. We could probably do it. So the standard could be USDA Select, and then USDA Choice could be limited edition, and then the USDA Prime could be the gilded. And I could make a sticker, like a foil sticker, that looks kind of like this one. It could be like metallic silver. Yeah, I like that. This is cool too. I like this. Just this real simple grade A. Grade A. Let's see. Meat on. How do you spell styrofoam? I don't know how to spell styrofoam. Foam. Butcher tray. I'm a horrible speller. So, like, look at this one. Here's a good example. You got, like, well, it's like in this picture. In this picture, you got the meat. Oh, what if we could find a white styrofoam for like the limited edition, and then the gilded edition is a black styrofoam? I don't know if we could do that, because I had a hard enough time finding that one that was that really small size. But here's a good example of like the little sticker where we put, we could put USDA Choice, and I could just do it like this because I like the red, white, and blue. We could do USDA Choice, and instead of Choice, we could put like standard, limited, or gilded. I know. Black styrofoam would be cool for the gilded, but the problem is can I find some place? Because I had a hard enough time. Let's find it. I had a hard enough time finding that restaurant. Let's see, restaurant supply. Webstaurant, that was the place. Let's go. Foam tray. All right, here we go. I want the smallest one they got. Okay, I think it's this one right here. This is a 5.5. Oh, here's some black ones. Boom, right here, folks. Right here, live from New York. Ooh, and it comes in colors? Come on. All right, let's see here. I need a small one. This is 5.5 by 5.5. So that's definitely the right size. So we could do black for the gilded. And let's go back. Where's the white? Here's the white. And let's make sure that that's the same size. This is 5.5 by 5.5 by 1/2 inch. So it's a little bit, so it's a 1/2 inch deep. So it's the white is a 1/2 inch deep. How deep is the black? The black is 5/8. Okay. So it's a little bit, it's a little bit thicker, so that's good. Yeah, and yellow's chicken. We don't want chicken. Nobody wants a bird when you can eat a cow. Look at this pink one. There's pink. But it's 8.25 by 5, so it's a little bit too big. Let's go back to the black one because it said it had different colors. There's white. Oh, people, they've got a white. Is pink's for hamburger meat, right? I can't remember. We could do, no, I can't do a styrofoam. If Adam, I swear, if you ask for a styrofoam tray for the standard decks, you're banned for 3 days. Because I can't do a styrofoam tray for the standard. It would just be, my crew would hate me. So we'll do white. White for, the funny thing is I'm going to buy 1,000 of them. So white for the limited edition and black for the gilded. And see, the good thing I like about that is I don't have to try to change what the tuck case is. I can just go with the artist proofs. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm totally gonna order some pink ones and make here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order some pink trays and I'm gonna gild some of them in that pink gilding. And I'm gonna have a low run of 20 of these pink ones that are pink gilded, and it's gonna be awesome. And I'm gonna make everybody really mad, and I'm gonna sell them for $4 million a piece. Not really. So, but the good thing about this is this actually solves a lot of problems, having the two colors of styrofoam. That way I can use the same tuck case for all the 3 decks. So I have the same piece of meat. The same piece of meat for the tuck case, and then the styrofoam tray goes from white to black, and then I also change the little seal to make it different. So they all have the red, white, and blue little seal, but then the seal gets a little bit better. This is great. This is absolutely great. So let's just sketch out what we're thinking. And that's this size, the 5.5, whatever. Okay, so I just want to visualize this just because it helps me. Okay. So that's a standard tuck case. And then let's take this image right here. Wait. USDA Prime sticker. All right, so that's the standard edition, something like that. The limited edition is the same thing, the same deck. Same deck. Same deck on white, on a white white foam tray. With the saran wrap. And this one would say limited. This one would say limited. Plus, you would have the kind of crappy thermal printed label here. On top of the saran wrap. You know, you have limited edition playing cards, Cook, 56 ounces or whatever. That's a big steak. Then you have the edition number right here. 102, 105 of whatever. So that could be the limited edition. And then the gilded is the same. But on black. Cowboy steak is exactly what I want right now. Oh my God. I'm going to cook one for breakfast. I'm totally going to cook a steak for breakfast. I'm going to have some steak and eggs. So the gilded, we could have gilded. Well, gilded a little more centered, I guess. And then we can create of just a fun gold foil sticker right there that says something like a king, the King's Wild logo or something. Oh, this is going to be great. Adam, I hope you're happy. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be great. All right, let's save this. You would not believe how incredibly hungry I am right now. And then, of course, we have the 4th edition. We'll have the 4th edition that the only way that you can get it is by being in the know. And if you know what the know is, then you're in the know. But if you don't know what the know is, then you're not in the know. With the pink styrofoam tray. And it could be Super duper select gilded. Super duper. I don't know how to spell duper. Super duper. Super duper. Is it 2 O's or what? Super duper. Super duper. Oh, this is gonna be so epic. It's gonna be so epic. I'm gonna make people forget that I ditched some of the story decks, and they're gonna be like, "This is the greatest deck of all time." All right, this is good. I'm so pumped about this. Just letting it sink in. Just letting it sink in for myself here. I'm excited about it. All right, let's keep brainstorming. We'll just brainstorm on the same page because that way I've got all my ideas on one page. So let's think about it. Let's think about the deck itself. I was thinking pretty easily. The suits could be spades, could be beef. Hearts could be chicken. No. Bird is always last. Bird is always last. Pork. Hearts could be pork. Diamonds could be what? Lamb. And then clubs could be chicken. Or we could ditch lamb and do like bison. I think a lot of people may I think a lot of people aren't as familiar with bison as a meat. But I've never had lamb either. I've had bison hundreds of times, but I've never had lamb. Isn't bison with the O, or is it an E? I don't know. Are there pictures? Let's see. Bison cuts of meat. I'm sure it's the same thing as a cow. Yeah, chuck rib, short loin, sirloin, hip, brisket, short plate, flank. Yep. And then the jokers. Well, I was thinking the jokers could be vegetables, but I'd rather do the jokers, a fun diptych joker of the big poster of the cuts of meat of a beef cow. Joker would be the cuts of meat. When I was doing, I have to show you guys this. When I did the original Federal 52 playing card project, another artist was doing something, a screen printed poster at the same time, and we ended up cross promoting. And it was a map of the U.S. as if it was a butcher thing. It was called the United Steaks. I want to say it was United Steaks. Yeah. Look how cool this is. So you've got, it's like the cut of meat, but it's the United States cut into the different pieces, the West, Midwest, South, and North, which the Texas is not the South. It's Texas. Just making sure everybody knows that. And then they've got Pacific over here. Let's see if there's... let me see if there's any place. Maybe I can watch the video. I better not play the video. Well, here's the campaign page. But it's got all the states as if they were pieces of steak, which I think is great. And that's kind of like the... so even this kind of style, this kind of halftone style, I think is a great style that we might even do. I even like this blue. Is there any more? I wonder if this guy's done anything else since then. Here's his website with all of his different... Oh, he's got cool stuff. I like his stuff. Very vintage-esque. Alright, so anyways. So we've got our standard deck, our limited deck on the white, gilded on black, and the uber super rare that nobody's going to be able to get. And I'm going to make everybody mad on pink with pink gilding. We've got beef for spades, heart for pork, diamonds. I feel like bison would be better as a club. For some reason in my head, it's more of a club than it is a diamond. So we'll do chicken as diamonds and bison as clubs. Trying to think of what else. And for the aces, what I was going to do for the aces was do like a specific cut of meat for each type of animal. So like beef, the ace of spades is going to be like a huge cowboy, a cowboy ribeye or something like that, with all kinds of cool stuff around it. Butcher knives, cleavers, all kinds of fun stuff. And then the pork would obviously be some bacon, because why would you not? Like bacon, some like pork ribs. I may just have like a smorgasbord of each thing. Chicken, we'll have like, I don't know, a piece of chicken, a beer can chicken or something like that. I don't know. And then bison, kind of the same thing as the beef. And then the jokers will be the diptych poster of the kind of vintage meat cuts, and then all of the court cards will be fun, quirky butchers, like just fun different characters, almost like if we went across, like we went to like different butcher shops and we did a sampling of all these different types of people, and like you just find all these fun, quirky butchers. And that's what'll be that's what the court cards will be, in kind of this style. Where'd it go? Here it is. Kind of in this fun 50s, 1950s kind of style. All right. So, I think that got it. I'm super excited about this now. Now that I've kind of got my mind wrapped around it. And it's actually going to happen. Finally, after years in development, the meat deck is going to happen. And it's not that bad now, just like logistically and production-wise. Like, this is not going to be that bad. I mean, saran wrapping the stuff is not going to be, it's supposed to be different, but it's not going to be that bad. Yes, David. The divided up cow pick is going to be the diptych joker. So this beef cuts, this kind of, this kind of image that everybody's familiar with at like butcher shops and stuff, this kind of thing. This will be kind of what the diptych joker is. I might even what I might even do is instead of, I might do the aces of each animal like this, where you got like a pig, a lamb, and then you've got a chicken, and then a cow. But I don't want to, the only kind of quirky thing about the ace of spades is you want to make it awesome and different. So we might not do that. We'll just have to see. I like these old advertisements too, like those color schemes and stuff. All right, people, I think that's it for me. That's a nice poster. What is that? That's cool. It's a blanket. Never mind. Okay. I think that's it for me, peeps. I don't want to start anything at this point. Super excited about the meat deck. I don't know if I'll be back this afternoon. I go on an actual vacation, not this week, but next week. Claire has been wanting to go to the beach for 5 years, and it's her birthday coming up. So we're going to take her to the beach. We're going to take her to the coast, the Gulf Coast, next week. But I'm going to name it and claim it right now. I'm going to finish the meat deck before the end of next week. I'm claiming it. I'm saying it right now. I'm going to finish the meat deck before I leave for vacation. So we're going to be doing the meat deck next week. So you can expect 2 hardcore live sessions, if not 3, every day, at least 2. And we're going to get it finished. See here. Anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Thanks for joining me. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Peace.